Eric and I went back to the 7th grade. Two kids on a busted-up playground, sketching out dreams. We were opposites on the surface. I was dark-skinned, brooding, the type to think too much before moving. Eric was light-skinned, easy smile, quick with a decision. People loved him for his charm, but they didn't know his other side. Eric didn't like losing. He was the type to end an argument with a headbutt to the bridge of your nose or a lead shot to your kneecap. I learned early, Eric's smile was the warning, not the comfort. But he always had my back. Always. Shortly after that, his parents moved. New school, new circles. He learned how to fight, how to pull iron, how to keep people from trying him twice. By the time I was out with a camera, shooting stories in the streets, Eric's name carried weight. Sometimes he'd show up out of nowhere, like cavalry riding in, or a crew shadowing him in the cut. That was his way of saying, "Don't worry, I already handled it." Most people got the message. Some didn't. The ones who didn't, well, let's just say Eric made sure their education came fast, and sometimes bloody. He watched my back, I told the story. That was our balance. We swore we'd work at WNFT someday. Life split us up for a minute. I went the school route, he joined the military. Eric signed up for the Navy at 19. 4 years later, they showed him the door. Didn't matter, the Navy never fit him anyway. Eric was too wild, too quick with his fists, too much fire for that kind of discipline. But things shifted when the Navy cut him loose and Greensboro couldn't pay him what he needed. He ran to New York. That's where the streets got him. He started robbing gambling spots, moving like a man who had nothing to lose. One night, he walked into a joint with a shotgun. Thought he had the upper hand until he saw a 9mm sitting on a shelf behind the counter. He grabbed it, waved it, ran the place. Only after he got back in the car did he realize his own shotgun wasn't even loaded, not a single shell in the chamber. That moment cracked him open. He saw the edge he'd been walking, how close he'd been to leaving his story on the floor of some backroom game. He left the stick-ups behind, found a woman, got married, had a daughter. For once, he decided life was worth living clean. Funny thing, all my tuition bills, all his audacity, we still ended up in the same department pulling the same paycheck. Life has a sense of humor like that. Eric was the kind of friend who could teach you something in one line or in a mistake you never wanted to repeat. And me, I was always paying attention.